Welcome to the very first episode of the Evening Variety Hour. And by hour, I mean actually the next 3-minute show. So I'm calling it the EV3. It's your daily update on all the news stories that are happening around the world. It's going to happen every night. By every night, I mean Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Vital news stories basically means that I'm just going to talk about whatever I think is hilarious or something I think is just important. This is my first time doing this kind of show on YouTube. You're actually probably going to notice that this is very much like the Philip DeFranco show, if any of you actually know what the Philip DeFranco show is. Shut up, phone! If any of you actually know what the Philip DeFranco show is, he's this guy that does this show. I'm a big fan of his. I watched his show all the time. I still watch his show all the time. It used to be Monday through Thursday, but he changed it to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I find myself going, what to do with myself? To be honest, I need that comic relief. Actually, his show is not that important to my day, but it is pretty damn funny. And I felt like since Tuesdays and Thursdays he's not doing the show anymore, I thought I'd try my hand at this and throw my own videos out there. So yeah, the format's probably gonna be pretty similar to his. Deal with it. I'm sure he won't mind since I'm throwing it out there to him. I'm kind of trying to be a compliment, I guess, to his show. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. And if you don't like it, well then, clickety-clickety, there's the button, turn it off. But make sure you leave a comment before you go, whether it's a hate comment or just a, hey, that was a pretty cool comment, preferably the second one. But, leave a comment whether or not you stay and watch or whatever you do, because that'll be great for, my channel thing here that I'm trying to do. No idea what I'm doing right now. But anyway, so it's going to be very much like his show. At least that's the format I'm going to kind of take because his format works, it's good, and Tuesdays and Thursdays specifically I'm doing it because he's doing his show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I don't want him to think I'm like trying to compete with him. I'm doing the same thing kind of he is, just on alternate days so I don't steal his crowd. Hopefully maybe we can do something together in the future if this thing actually works out or people for some reason want to watch me. We'll get started right now. What do you say? Today's episode of the EV3 is made possible by pepperoni and cheese sandwiches, which are delicious, and the NFL beating 40-year-old men to a pulp since about 24 hours ago.
Utmost respect for Kurt Warner for going in there and trying to make that.
Every time I watch that clip, if you don't watch football, or if you do watch football and you just haven't seen that clip, I laugh every time I see that video clip. It's freaking amazing. I just love watching Kurt Warner get pounded. He didn't even see it coming. Good for him for trying to make a tackle, but you're such an idiot. The best part about that story is Kurt Warner tries to get this tackle, and they end up losing anyway. It's just a crappy way to end your season. The first story, actually, the most interesting one, is I found this weekend was about a 70-year-old man crossing from Canada over to the United States. The only issue was he looked a little nervous, so they searched his car, and guess what they found? 40,000 ecstasy pills. Ecstasy pills, okay? Now I can understand if maybe it was Viagra, or if it was maybe some kind of pain medication, but what the hell is a 70-year-old man doing with 40,000 ecstasy pills? Stored in his gas tank, no less. That just doesn't seem like it's going to be sanitary or healthy in any way. And what the hell are they doing arresting a 70-year-old man with ecstasy? Let him bring him across. He's 70 years old, for crying out loud. Probably going to be dead in like a day anyway. Ironically, he's probably going to die from an overdose of ecstasy. This story makes me particularly happy because, one, I'm a Mac user, so I always like Mac products, and I'm not a big fan of Microsoft products. And two, I'm German. What, I don't like German? My last name is von Kriegenberg. It doesn't get more German than that. I'm just German gone right. If Hitler had been tall, dark, and handsome, we'd all be speaking German right now, and we'd have thighs of steel. That high step marching is ridiculous. Taking this way too far. A story was recently released that says the German government is encouraging their citizens to switch off of Internet Explorer. Microsoft is going down. They're talking against Internet Explorer, and now since Germany's doing it, the US is actually considering telling people not to use Internet Explorer. Some security issues. What does it really matter? We all know Microsoft products are pretty damn terrible. Despite the fact that I use Microsoft Office, don't pay attention to that. You've actually got countries telling their citizens not to use your product, and it's Germany of all countries, which I guess, Microsoft doesn't have that much to worry about since, when's the last time Germany took any real action against anybody and did anybody any problems? And yes, I have changed venues. I am now in the bathroom. I like the acoustics better in here. Don't judge me. Looking into the entertainment world, a new movie that Christopher Nolan's going to do. You may remember Christopher Nolan from such movies as... So, the new movie Inception is supposed to be this Matrix stripped out type world, and it's supposed to be this crazy thing. Posted a link down there to the trailer, you can go take a look. I don't know about you, I'm way into these types of movies, but the trailer looks like it's on crack. Maybe it's just because I don't understand what the hell is going on. Could be because I'm retarded, could be because it's one of those trailers that just gives you absolutely no information and makes you want to throw your computer out the window. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm actually still looking forward to seeing it. On a second note, about movies, you really should go see The Book of Eli. Saw that like 2 days ago, Friday when it came out. You should go see it. It's pretty badass. Denzel Washington is a total BAMF in that movie. Yes, I just said BAMF. Don't be jealous. It's a great movie. It's got a good storyline. A little heavy on the religion, but it's still a good movie. Go see it. The next story I found just unusual. Okay, there's this scientific study going over in Europe. And you know what? I'm not like a super animal freak. I'm not trying to get people to save the animals any kind of way, or, you know, we can't eat them or vegetarian or whatever. They're using pigs to study avalanche incidents so they can help people survive them. And I'm thinking, okay, that's cool. We'll use them like St. Bernards, you know. They'll come out with a little beer keg underneath their chin and they'll give people liquor. No. They're going to stick pigs in snow and see how long it takes them to die. Now, like I said, I'm not an animal activist or anything like that, but that just seems like a whole big waste of bacon. And I am a fan of bacon, since I'm against this research. If you're gonna kill a pig, you gotta at least make some bacon, or at the very least sausage, something. Don't just throw it in the snow and waste it. It's just ridiculous. In another food-related matter, my favorite foods, or one of my favorite foods, Twinkies. Just had a story come out. I have a lot of friends actually that chastise me for eating Twinkies. The whole bit about them, oh, they're not good, they last forever, they could survive a nuclear blast, them and the roaches, blah, 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 blah. A new report has come out saying that Twinkies will not survive a nuclear blast. They have a shelf life of 25 days, and then they start to go stale. So I'm sure, yeah, they might still be around after a nuclear blast, but they definitely can't be your meal plan for a post-apocalyptic world. They just aren't going to work. And besides, when's the last time you had a box of Twinkies in your house, and that box lasted more than a couple of days? Those things are fucking addicting as hell, okay? And lastly, I'm not going to even post any links about this, but the Conan O'Brien disaster with the NBC and the Conan O'Brien and Jay Leno, it's just freaking nonsense. I really can't take it at this point. Actually, he's the smartest one of this whole thing. He's being paid to leave the show. Imagine getting paid $30 million to not work for somebody now. I take that any day. I'm not going to post any links though. I'm just tired of people talking about it. There are more important issues we need to be talking about here in this day and age. Not Conan O'Brien, Jay Leno, and NBC. There's things like, you know, real important things. Healthcare, for instance. Very important subject we should be talking about. Either that or hot women and video games. You know, something important like that. But definitely not the Conan O'Brien disaster. In fact, those are going to be the topics I'm going to leave you with to think about and post your thoughts about on the old response comment section there. So what do you think we should be thinking about most right now as a nation? Should it be healthcare? Should it be Haiti? Should it be Haiti? Or should it be hot women in video games? What do you think is the most important thing? What should we be considering right now? Why? Go ahead and leave that in the little comment section there. Also, any of the things we've talked about down in the little box off to the side. Never done this whole thing, so I don't know where the thing is. Should be down here beneath an advertisement. All the links will be down there, as well as links to the blog and any other stores we've talked about today. Thanks for joining me, and this has been the EV3.